I've got a great call tonight on procrastination. Anyone ever experienced procrastination in their life? Anyone ever avoid, right? I think it's a great topic. I think it's a great time in our lives to address it because we seem to be in this pattern of being stuck, feeling stuck anyway, right? And why are we feeling stuck? And what causes us to remain stuck is what I want to talk about. So let me get started and let's talk about procrastination. As we talk about patterns of procrastination, because I want to increase your success, that the truth is procrastination causes us to miss great opportunities in our lives. You may take the temporary, right, enjoyment you get from procrastination, all right, avoiding the things you don't like or that elicit change, right? You might get that temporary, I should say, enjoyment. There is a temporary enjoyment that comes from procrastination. I know that. Yeah, I understand that. But the pleasure is typically short-term and can lead to life's disappointment in the end. Procrastination sabotages your self-confidence. It blocks your initiative and it blocks success. Success can represent an increase of inner peace, joy, success in accepting who you are. Yes, success can be many other things in your job, your career, a relationship. I want you to allow good things into your life and allow your soul's journey to manifest and for transformation to come to fruition. But how do you know when your procrastination is a problem, right? How do you know when it's actually hindering your movement forward or blocking your success? As I ask you the following questions, allow your mind to just expand and your internal knowingness will allow the answer to come forth. So here we go. Do you hold a false belief that you are not allowed to be successful? Or that if you are successful, others around you won't accept you in more success, whatever more represents, right? Will others not accept you as more happy, more successful, more financially abundant? Okay. Are you ever afraid of doing it wrong or feeling that a task that you need to complete is too big? So it would really be, are you afraid of doing it wrong? Or are you afraid of failing at the task you need to complete? You can put things in the chat, okay? Do you feel intimidated, overwhelmed, or even drained when you think of tackling a major task because of the immensity of the workload it entails? Are you aware, do you know if anyone in your family or yourself remains complacent, okay, in their careers? And although they could find in better employment, they don't seek other opportunities to move up, Just are you aware of this pattern? Do things seem to always come up out of left field that stop you from pursuing what you desire? It's like life is out of your control. Things are always coming up. All of these questions are signs of procrastination, which hinder you from living your highest and best self. It prevents source energy from paving your path to divine transformation. But where does your procrastination come from? So I've given you questions around how it could be showing up. Now, where does it come from? Well, your procrastination could be deeply rooted in the fear of failure. You could be afraid of what success means for you. Yeah. Fear of rejection. What about fear of responsibility? Internal lack of confidence. Procrastination could stem from experiences of your ancestors' lives. Procrastination all by itself can be an inherited pattern. And procrastination can be present due to your own life experiences, right? Say being ignored as a child. Your experience of being told you cannot do something when you wanted to try something new. These fears are all based on the opinions and judgments of others that is still playing out in your life story. They are not your identity. I promise. Procrastination is very complex. Maybe your brain interpreted procrastination as a positive reinforcement, such as procrastinating schoolwork. And in that pattern, you created a belief that waiting till the last minute produces your best, most creative results. On another note, perhaps procrastination was a modeled behavior from one of your parents as they would procrastinate helping you with completing a task or taking you somewhere they promised to, an activity they promised with you. Maybe you simply observed their pattern of procrastinating their own responsibilities. Maybe they also waited until the last moment to get things done. All of these things contribute to why you are the way you are. Procrastination often masks itself as perfectionism. Mic drop. Procrastination often masks itself because of perfectionism. Perfectionism is a gift until it becomes out of balance. That's all. False beliefs causing you to feel that an event or a situation has to be all or nothing. Anyone ever felt all or nothing around something? All or nothing is a very common pattern and belief. How does all or nothing show up in your life? All or nothing clouds your judgment, clouds clarity on what needs to be done first, causing paralysis and overwhelm. And all of this, right, all or nothing belief will stop you altogether. But imagine for a moment what you could do if you could finally stop putting it off. What could you do? What dreams could finally manifest in your life if you felt more confident and could take purposeful daily action in your life? What would this do for you? What could it do for your family? How would life improve if you were able to break up with your relationship to procrastination? Mhm. And in doing so, experience all of God and the universe's glory as it showers from within you, right, and upon you, illuminating your ability to live purposefully, feel more confident in your life. How would that feel? How would that look? How would that change the world around you? It's magical when you think of the possibilities. These questions are meant to plant a seed in your mind of the beauty that can blossom and the possibilities that can transpire without procrastination in it. Here are some possible solutions that you can try to incorporate to help you replace procrastination with action. Because remember, it is not all or nothing. It does not mean you're going to get all of your list done. It does not mean you have to be productive all the time. Here we go. Seek a better reward than the temporary false peace of avoidance. Because by now you know that avoidance does not feel good. And it causes you to look back in hindsight with regret. Seek a better reward than the temporary false peace of avoidance. I know you can. Start small by honoring your commitment to one thing each day that moves you through something uncomfortable. Pick up the phone and make a call. Call the phone line, call your cell service, wherever you've been putting something like that off. Pick up somebody at the phone that you need to call somebody about over a relationship with. Doesn't matter what it is. What matters is that your brain starts to trust that it's safe moving through uncomfortability. Forgive yourself in the moment when you're procrastinating. It's all right. Like I said, it's not about being productive all the time. We must rest and recover, and you get to do that. So forgive yourself in the moment. Get up, go for a walk around the block. The point is, do one thing that gets you moving, whether it's physically moving or getting one thing done. Next, you can create curiosity and self-awareness when you're feeling tempted to procrastinate or avoid by bringing your attention to the sensations arising in your body, your mind chatter, and ask yourself, what feelings are eliciting my avoidance? Do you know what is causing this feeling? Ask yourself that. Do you recognize when you're in fear? I'm asking you that. So in this moment, right, you might be in fear, which is causing you to procrastinate. So pause, ask yourself, am I feeling fear? And if fear is present, I invite you to see it for what it is, acknowledge it, and as a gift in a sense, as a present. It's an awareness, and then take action to move through it. I know many people have a long list of things to do. And then you feel unfulfilled when that list isn't done. Or you mark other things off on that list, but the one thing you needed to do. I know the patterns. Complete one income producing activity first thing before clearing off your desk, before running your errands. Do the one thing that must be done that day. While all of these other things are rewarding activities, they are a form of high-level procrastination. Now, next, remind yourself, it's okay if you make a mistake. It's okay if you make a mistake. You can handle criticism. You can do hard things. And moving through uncomfortability can be doggone hard. I know. But that doesn't mean that it serves you to avoid and procrastinate. Procrastination is the source of many failed goals and shattered dreams. Just as action breeds doubt and fear, action breeds confidence and courage. Shine a light, okay, on your fear, giving it nowhere to hide. If you do one, if you do some, if you do all of these things, you can minimize your fears and move through procrastination. Start small. I give you permission to start small. Every mountain appears difficult to climb when you're standing at the base of it. But you will reach the top by releasing procrastination, where you're then free to celebrate the transformation. As you look back down the mountainside and you see where you have come and how far you've done one step at a time, you can relish in celebration because you have allowed your life to transform. And I believe in you. And I know you can do this. So I am so grateful that you're here with me. I'm grateful for all of my tribe. Pop in some things in the chat and I will come back and give you some responses, all right? But be aware of how procrastination shows up in your life. Don't avoid it. Address it, because miracles will occur when you honor who you are and keep those commitments that you make to yourself. I promise. And I'll see you next week.